Good afternoon, everyone. Let us start. Today we shall conduct practicals. Now let me present my screen. So this is Chapter 1, Introduction to Maps. I think all of you might have got practical notebooks. So let us start. First, we shall discuss about the terms, important terms and concepts related to maps. Okay, so this is Chapter 1, Introduction to Maps. So let us read. So what is or what are maps? I think all of you are familiar with maps. Maps are an integral part of geography. So this is the tool for the geography students. Okay, so let us read. So this gives the definition of map. A map is defined as selective, symbolized, and a generalized representation of whole or a part of the earth surface on a plane surface at a reduced scale. Okay, you know that map is a two-dimensional representation of the earth surface. Okay, any whole or part of the earth surface. So let me repeat, map is a two-dimensional representation of the of a part of the earth surface, okay, or the whole earth surface on a flat sheet of paper. And we know that, see, on a flat sheet of paper we cannot represent all the features present on the earth surface. We have to select, okay, we have to select important features, and those features are to be symbolized, okay, and should be generalized. And after that we have to prepare the maps, and that is why it is said that map is defined as selective, symbolized, and generalized representation of whole or a part of the earth surface on a plane surface at a reduced scale. So for every map we need a scale, and what is scale we are going to discuss. Okay, are you clear about definition of map?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
then see here another, okay, topic is there, essentials of map makings. So when we prepare a map, okay, what are the things required? Okay, that is what I call essentials of map making. So we have the scale, okay, scale, projection, generalization, and map design. Okay, and to this we have map construction and reproduction. So we have 5 essentials of map making. So let us start. The first one is scale. The first one is scale. So what is scale? The ratio between the distance between 2 points on the map, plan, or photograph, and the actual distance between the same 2 points on the ground. Okay, it's actually a ratio. For example, see 1 is to 25,000. So this is a ratio, and this is an example of a scale. Okay, so scale is the ratio between the distances of 2 points on the map or plan or photograph and the actual distance between the same 2 points on the ground. See here, let us say this is a map. Okay, this is a map. On the map, let us say we have 2 points, A and B. Okay, and So on the R surface also we have corresponding points. Okay, here on R surface A and B. Okay, so here A is here. This is R surface. Okay, R surface, and here we have this B, and this is the map. This is the map. Okay, so scale is the ratio between the distance on the, okay, in this case between the distance between this A and a V and the corresponding distance between A and a B on the ground. Okay, so let me repeat. Scale is a ratio, okay, is a ratio between distances on the map and corresponding distances on the ground. Okay, see here in this case we have 2 points on the map, that is A and V, and we have the corresponding 2 points on the ground. So the ratio between the distance between A and B on the map and between A and B on the ground is known as the scale. Okay, and see here, scale of a map sets limit of information contents and degrees of reality with which it can be delineated on the map. See, the details of a map depends on the scale. Okay, if the scale is small, then we can represent only a few features, and if the scale is large, then we can represent a lot of features. Okay, any question from your side?
Yes,
Remember,
sir.
okay, so it is the ratio between distance of 2 points on the map and the corresponding, okay, and the corresponding distance between 2 points on the ground. You must know that every feature on the map, okay, has a corresponding dislocation on the ground, and the ratio between the distances, okay, on the map and the distances on the ground is known as the scale. And for every map we need a scale. Next we have this projection. So this is the system of transformation of the spherical surface into a plane surface. We know that the shape of the earth is geoid. Okay, shape of the earth is geoid, that is flattened at the poles like this. Okay, it is 3D. It is three-dimensional, and the transformation of all side curved geodel surface into a plane surface is another important aspect of this cartographic process. Cartographic process means the process of map making. Okay, for preparation of map, for construction of map, we need projection. We need to transform the sphere shape of the earth into a plane surface, and that process is known as a projection. See, this is the globe. Okay, this is the globe, and here we have equator. Then these are the latitudes, lines of latitudes. Okay, and these are the longitudes. Okay, so we need to transform this 3D model of the art on a flat of sheet of paper. So for example, this is the globe, and if we wrap this globe by paper, okay, for example, in this way. So let us wrap this globe by paper, and from the center of the earth, if we project, say for example, this is the center of the earth, and from the center of the earth, if we project a light, then those latitudes, okay, will be projected here, will be projected on the surface here. If we project light from here, then all the features and the lines of longitude and latitude will be projected on this flat sheet of paper. And after projection, then say it can be flattened, the paper can be flattened, and hence we have got a map. Okay, so this system of transformation of the sphere shape art, or okay, into a two-dimensional feature is known as projection. Okay, so about projection, we may discuss in detail in the next chapter. Okay, so projection is the system of transformation of the spherical surface onto a plane surface. So when you see any map, then you may find lines of longitude drawn, okay, vertically, and the lines of latitude drawn horizontally. And all these, okay, drawing of these lines of longitude and latitudes is what we call this projection, is done by projection process. Are you clear? Any question regarding projection?
No, sir.
Next, we have the generalization. See, generalization means a simplified representation of the features on the map appropriate to its scale or purpose without affecting the visual form. Okay, so generalization, we have learned that all the features on the art cannot be represented on a small piece of paper. As I told you earlier, we have to identify only the important features and to be represented on the map. And that process is known as generalization. Okay. And the maps are drawn at a reduced scale to serve a definite purpose. And this is the third task of a cartographer, a map maker. Okay. And is to generalize the map content. That means we have to select only the important features. And in doing so, a cartographer must select information that are relevant to the selected theme and simplify it as per the needs. That means, say, when we prepare a map, we must select the theme first. So on a map, we cannot represent everything. So on the map, we cannot represent mountains, rivers, then climatic features, right, rainfall, then temperature condition, then pressure condition. All these themes, all these elements cannot be represented on a map. Okay, so we need to select the theme. For example, say we are preparing, say, for example, a climatic map. Okay, so this is what I call the selection of theme. Or we may prepare another map showing relief. So in this way, we need a theme, and accordingly we have to prepare. Otherwise, we cannot represent all the elements, okay, on a map, and that is also known as generalization. Okay. Next, we have this map design. Okay, so it involves the planning of graphic characteristics of maps, okay, and including selection of appropriate symbol, their size and the form, then style of lettering, then specifying the width of lines, selection of colors, and the sets, arrangement of various elements of map design within the map, and the design for the map legend. Actually, we need certain skills of art also for the for this map design, for making the design. Okay, and see in the map design, okay, we need to select appropriate symbols and size and the form. See, size of the symbols must be related with the size of the map. Say, for example, if the map is very small and if your lettering is very big like this, okay, it is not appropriate. So the size of the letter must be okay, in accordance with the size of the, must be proportionate with the size of the map. Say, for example, this is a larger one, and accordingly we need to select the size of the letter as well as the size of the rod. Say, for example, this is a if we draw rod, okay, like this on a very small map, then it is not appropriate. Okay, so it may be appropriate for a larger one like this. Okay, so in this way, we need certain skill, okay, for drawing the map. So the size of the symbol, its appropriateness, okay, size of the letter, it depends on the scale of the map as well as the size of the paper. Okay, everything must be proportionate, and it depends on your skill also. Okay, style of lettering, say for example, style of lettering is up to you. We need certain these skills. Then about the selection of color, actually selection of colors, we need certain rules. Okay, we have certain rules in geography. We cannot use any type of color, okay, when we draw these maps, like say relief map, for example, physical features map. So in this, so when we draw this relief map, okay, generally we use green color, for example, for representing these plain areas, and we use brown for representing mountains, and we use yellow, okay, for representing deserts. So in this way we follow certain patterns, okay, we follow certain rules. And if someone is representing these plain areas by brown, then another representing this green for plain, then that is not good. Actually, we need certain rules because map will be used by all. Okay, we need to follow certain rules, and accordingly, we are following this one. For example, we use green color for representing plain areas and valleys, and we use brown color for representing mountain tops and mountains. We use yellow, okay, for example, for representing these deserts. And likewise, on a topographical map also, okay, so contours, for example, contours are drawn using this brown color. Then these roads and these houses are represented by red colors. Okay, we need, actually all this will be learning later on. Okay, are you clear? Any question from your side? Are you connected? Yes, are you clear?
No, sir.
Let me proceed. Okay,
Yes, sir.
next we have this map construction and production. Actually, in the past, the map construction and reproduction has was done manually. Okay, we use paints. Okay, these waterproof paints, and we drew maps manually, and after that it is printed. Okay, but nowadays, see, it is developed. In the recent past, this map construction reproduction has been revolutionized with the addition of computer-assisted mapping. Okay, and photo printing techniques. We have so many devices. We have plotters. Okay, and so many new devices for printing and for reproducing the maps. And nowadays we are using GIS, okay, Geography Information System softwares, for preparing for making different types of maps, and that is what I call computer assisted cartography. Okay, computer assisted cartography, CSC. And next we have the history of map making. So let us read. The oldest map was found in Mesopotamia, drawn on a clay tablet that belongs to the 2500 BC. So oldest map found was found in Mesopotamia, that is in Iraq. Okay, and it was drawn on a clay tablet, on a clay table. Okay, clay, you know, the soil, and that belongs to 2500 BC, before the birth of Christ. And a Greek and Arab geographer laid the foundation of modern cartography, the measurement of circumference of the earth, and the use of geographical coordinates in making in map making are some of the significant contributions of the Greeks and Arabs. Okay, the use of system of geographical coordinate means those lines of longitude and the lines of latitudes. This is what we call a system of geographical coordinates. So about this, Greek and Arab contributed a lot. The art and the science of map making was revitalized in the early modern period with extensive efforts made to minimize the effects of transformation of geoid onto a plane surface. Okay, see about it, we just mentioned. Okay, the maps were drawn on different projections to obtain true directions, correct distances, and to measure the area accurately. Okay, so after the Greeks and the Arabs, okay, see the art and the science of map making was revitalized in the modern period. Okay, and so nowadays we have effective transformation of geoid on a plane surface by using different types of projections. Like, say, what are the different types of projections? Or let me mention, say, for example, cylindrical projection, then conical projection, okay, based on the developable surfaces. Of course, we may be learning later on. And but to this, okay, at present we are this using the aerial photography, okay, supplemented the ground method of survey and uses of aerial photograph stimulated map making in the 19th and the 20th centuries. Nowadays, map making is supplemented by by the use of aerial photography. Aerial photography means a photograph taken, okay, from an airplane. Okay, just see here. Suppose this is the ground, okay, and we have some pictures here. We have some pictures, a house also here, and here when the airplane, okay, it's too big. Suppose this is the airplane, and so when the airplane flies over the surface, so camera is fit here, and when it reaches a certain angle, then it will take photo of this area. Okay, the photo one. Then after passing this area, for example, it has taken once, and after passing this area, after crossing the surface here, let us say this is the new position of the plane, and again the camera will turn back and will take photo of the same area. So in this way, we have got these two photographs from the same place, and this is what we call stereo pair. Okay, stereo pair. And nowadays we are using these photographs for preparing the maps also. Okay, about this also we may be learning later on about the aerial photography. So this is a new development, okay, in the art and the science of map making. And this uh, map shows, okay, this the earliest one, Ptolemy's map of the world, as mentioned here. See, oldest map found in Mesopotamia, drawn by. Okay, after that, that was about the. It was drawn on a clay tablet, but Ptolemy, a famous geographer, okay, drawn a map of the world in this way. So this is a representational diagram, okay, map drawn by Ptolemy. Are you clear? Any question from your side? See, These notes, okay, these notes uh, I will send you in the WhatsApp group, and you have to take it down on your practical notebook. Okay, these important notes here. And after writing these important notes, and activities will be followed. Okay, some activities will be doing on later. First, we have to know the meaning, the concepts and techniques, okay, of the map making, and after that activities will be coming. And I think how to prepare this, how to uh, write, how to make practical notebooks you may be learning. So please make indexes. Okay, you may use the first page. Okay, so you may use the first one, okay, the first page as the index. So please make index. Okay, write serial number here, 1 2 3 4, then name of the uh, activity, for example. Okay, then you may write page number, and the signature column may be here. And say, for example, today's date. So what is the let me add one column. Okay, that also, that you may put anywhere. Okay, you may put here also or here also. Say number one. Okay, here what is the topic today? Essentials of map making, for example. Essentials of map making. So this is the topic, today's topic of map making. Okay, then after that please write that. So today's date is 16/12/2002. Then you may add page number, okay, 1, then just leave one column for signature. So again, next day another topic will be coming here, so please write that, and so on. Okay, so while writing practical notebook, so please write it down neat and clean. Okay, and for the headings, please use block letters. Okay, like name of the sector or name of the activity, please write in block letter. And you may use colors also. You may buy a sketch pen. Okay, and for the lettering and everything, you may use the sketch pen. Okay, now any question from your side?
No, no, sir.
Okay, then let us stop here for today. Thank you very much for joining my class.